Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, sister? Zubaida? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ramadan Mubarak. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you to asking, sister. Before we start our lesson, should we recite Al-Fatihah first? A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Suratul Al-Fatihah.
Should I recite sister first?
Yes, please. You can recite, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amin. Alhamdulillah. Amin, amin, amin ya Rabbal Alamin. May Allah make our Ramadan barakah and give us rewards whatever we do in our ibadah, insyaAllah, and may Allah accept our saum, our fasting, insyaAllah, and then whichever ibadah toward upon to Allah, insyaAllah, Allah accept. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, Alhamdulillah, Allah give us barakah in Apian for gatherings our lesson today. Before we start, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. We will start for the lesson number 6, right, sister? Is it 6? Last week, last Monday was lesson 5, right? Have you received the file last Monday, sister Zubaida? Lesson 5? You received the file, and did you attended last Monday, sister?
No, I was absent.
But have you received your file, the material last Monday? If you
No,
didn't, if you didn't receive, please message me, chat me in my personal box. Then I will pass to you. Otherwise, if you have a number of Sister Lubna, maybe you can ask her. So you please hope you get all the material from the first lesson until today is 6th lesson, inshallah. Let's start, inshallah. I will share the screen. Have you seen, sister? Have you seen, sister?
Yes, I can see.
Sorry, I Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, our sixth lesson, we will discuss, or we will talking about discipline and controls. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in the Holy Quran, surely the soul is wont to command toward evil, except such as my Lord has mercy on. Without a discipline, human beings are prone to wrongdoing. A child is especially vulnerable to such tendencies, for he lacks the wisdom and maturity of an adult. It is easy and more pleasant to follow the dictates of the soul, to follow what is right, morally and logically, require a firm will. This does not come automatically to a child, but can develop through discipline. Indeed, a discipline is required at homes to make our children or humans humans to not wrongdoing. For example, in the country has a rule and has a system, as well as at home, because the home basically is we require for the discipline or require for the rule to make our children or whoever not to lead with wrongdoing. Because as Abu Hurairah reported to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, 7 are the person whom Allah will give protection with his shade on the day when there will be no shade except his shade on the day resurrection. And they are the first, a just ruler. Number 2, a youth who grew up in the worship of Allah. So, as I mentioned, number 2, I didn't continue because has number 7. Have you aware for number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sister? I will be continue for number 3. A person whose heart is attached to the most. Number 4, 2 person who love and meet each other and depart from each other from the sake of Allah. Like at this time also, we are gathering even 2 person, even more person who love and meet each other and depart from each other from the sake of Allah. Because we came here to gathering and the meets because to seek of knowledge and also to depart from each other of the sake of Allah. Number 5, a man whom a beautiful and high-ranking a woman seduce for illicit relation, but reject the offer by saying, I fear to Allah, subhanallah wa ta'ala. Number 6, a person who give a charity and conceal it to such an extent that the left hand might not know what the right has given and this is sadaqah. So this is the month of the blessing. Ramadan is the month of the barakah, full barakah. We encourage and we advise most of the Muslim is give charity or sadaqah is multiple of your reward, inshallah. And number 7, a person who remember Allah in solitude and his eyes well up. Bukhari said. It is a person always remember, especially pray tahajjud, pray at the night, especially now, very good month at the Ramadan's month. So we encourage the people to pray after Tarawih, pray tahajjud, and to get things more reward from Allah. In that discipline, it is help us to doing wrongdoing, especially for the children's, and then because the children's is the learn from the home basically, because where they are grow up. So it is important for mother, because the mother, it is then looking after toward a children most of the often. So it is important for the mother give a discipline or such a rule for the children's, inshallah. So we number we next. Do you see the my screen, sister? Have you seen?
Yes, discipline and control in Islam.
Nah. The second slides now, we are talking about discipline and control in Islam is not equal to a dictator. Good parents take into consideration the age and understanding of the child, his circumstances, and other relative factors. Rules are then made accordingly. A good home is certain rules which children must follow. Children feel better when they know they are expected to follow certain guidelines in their daily life. Not only does life become more organized, but they are also freed from the burden of making decisions for themselves when not really in a position to do so. Although they may outwardly resent it, all children need some discipline to feel secure in life. Can you please, sister here, give me some rule or some example for the discipline of children? Please move forward. One of the sister here, move forward to give me the rule or example discipline for your children. Okay, okay. Washing hand before eating, Sister Atia. Naam. Okay, other sister, please move forward. Give me some example, please. Sister Atia, how many children do you have?
Assalamu alaikum. Ma'am, I have two children.
Two children. How old,
Two
sister?
daughters.
Two daughters, mashallah. Two daughters.
One is 4-year-old and other is 2 years old.
The 4 years old and 4 years and 2 years, are they already went to the school, sister?
No, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yes.
Not yet. Okay. Now I'm so washing hand before eating. Subhanallah. Ada thank you. Sukran jazilan. Jazakallah khairan, Sister Atia, to sharing your thoughts, your experience. Greeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sister Risma, how are you? Greeting with meeting friend and relative. Masya Allah. greeting. How many children did you have, Sister Resma? How many?
2 children, Alhamdulillah, Ustazah.
Alhamdulillah. How old, Sister Resma?
One is 3 and one is 1 year.
Masya Allah, tabarakallah. Jazakallah khairan, sister. Naam. That
Jazakallah, Ustazah.
Sukran for the Sister Risma and Sister Atia. Naam. The children's, we can make certain rules. For example, right now the children love to play game or like to see handphone. So we can make some rules to only to stick the how many hours for the children will be follow, or we will play or can look at the computer or gadget or the handphone. So for example, we can make our son or our daughter, we can teach them to see the computer or the handphone only 1 hour. 1 hour see the handphone, and then another 1 hour which is study. The see handphone could be, we can lead our children to be more education in can be watch for the cartoon, but the cartoon for educational for the children, and then or maybe listening some song in Islamic or Quran, Alif Bata or Iqra, or maybe from the Arabic alphabets from Alif Bata or something alphabets in Arabic. Then the next times you can tell our children how come our children to discipline, for example, to put to take their clothing by themselves, to wearing themselves and without any help. Beginning it is a bit difficult, but slowly when you practice and you given certain rule for our children, it will be easy for our children and for us also. Okay, next. This number third slides is we will discuss about it is the right of every child to be disciplined by wise and reasonable parents, that he should not beat when he is in state of anger, lest he should inflict harm on the child, that he may not beat a child who is under 10 years of age, according to the aforementioned hadiths. Command your children to pray when they are 7 years old, and beat them for not performing it when they are 10. In that discipline is we have to be reasonable as the parent. We want our children grow with the right manners, with good akhlaq, but we have to see the capability or the age or when we will putting in the discipline for the children. For examples, like what our sister just now sharing, Sister Atia and Sister Resma, right? And the sister having 2 children, one 4 4 years old, and another one more 2 years old. And then Sister Resma also 2 years old, right? 1 year old, 2 years, 2 years, right, sister?
3 years and one
3
year.
years, 3 years and 1 year. It is still small, but we can make discipline with very little. I mean, very with the love to, because the children still very young and still do not understand unless your children is already 10 years old. So start from beginning with wise words, with talking with our children with the love and the secure, and do not can, when you play some things, do not throw away just like that. It is not good. Later, if you're looking for, or if you're looking come back again to play, to looking for your toys, so it is will mess and you have difficult to find your toys. So you, and as the mother, we talking with the generation with generate feeling with the kindness. For example, son, my son or my love, when you after finish the toys, so Umi already prepare a basket or Umi already putting some cupboard. Can you putting and arrange your toys, putting again, and then every time when you want to play again, then easy for you. Your toys is not mess everywhere. Then easy for you to can catch or to can find back when you want to start play again. Also in the when you teach your children in the book, for example, Aliba or something ABC, then also you tell your son or my daughter, you put back again the book, then put back again in the cupboard or at the desk. So tomorrow when Umi will be teach you again, then easy, then we will find, then you can tell the time tomorrow, inshallah, Umi will be teach about song. Or tomorrow, another day, another after that, Umi will be going out, will be brings you to go mosque, something like that. But putting in the timetable or putting in the time, so your son or your daughter will be understand the timetable when he will be learns ABC, when he or she will be learns Iqra, and when he and she can play. And then when he and she go to mosque with the mother or the father. Then also tell the son every Friday, and then every Muslim male must compulsory they go to the mosque to pray Jumat prayer, something like that. This is the right to discipline by wise. We move to the next slide. Advantages of discipline. Safety from physical and moral danger. A child with no discipline will be free to do whatever he wishes. At a young age, this may often result in physical harm. As he grows, a lax attitude towards his behavior and association may result in moral danger. Discipline and control help ensure the child does not stray into unwanted and unseemly territory. Avoid wrong influences. A child is often naive and believes what others tell him, especially his peer. A child without control may have the wrong friends, get involved in the wrong activities, and generally begin to have very different moral and value from the parent. Have you seen or have you ever heard outside you heard the children's involved with the drug, involved with the alcohol, involved with pornography, and involved with the gangs with the other peer. That is when they already teenager. That is why it is important for parents, for our mother and our father, to learn about parenting workshop, because from the young age we will get advantage how to get knowledge, and then how to raise our children with the correct manners. A children without discipline, he will be free to do whatever he wishes. He or she thoughts everything is correct. That is why from the beginning, we should to teach our children a discipline, to teach the rule, what is correct and what is not correct. What we already have discussed early just now about learnings, about the timetables, about a characters events. Even for example, our children cry too much or demanding something or expectation more from us. Doesn't mean everything we need to fulfill his expectation. We have to be explained why we should give and why we should not give. For example, our child wanted expensive toys and we cannot afford, right? So what we should tell our child, please sister, for example, your children cry a lot when you brought your children to supermarket or mall, shopping mall, and he cry and he lie down on the floor and then cry too much and demanding the expensive toys. So what you should tell your son or your daughter? Please, can you please move forward, sister? Because based on your experience, you have a young age children. So I like to hear what is you control and what is you tell your son or your daughter. For example, he or she demanding expensive toys and you can't afford to buy. Anyone, please?
First, we will try to control them, and we will tell that we will buy you. And later on, when we come to home, we will explain that it is very expensive, and it's expensive, and it is not at this age you are not used of that.
MashaAllah. So, but when he or she still crying, he said, no, Umi, no. I want still. Have you beat? Have you pulled his hand?
At that time, we will buy something which is we can afford better than that, and this is damaged. We will change the maintenance, and it is a defective piece and it is not good. we will buy somewhere places where we will find good one like that.
MashaAllah. Yes. Food and sharing is basically divert her or his attention to different activity. Yes. Such of a young age, because they want something, because when they look the place or look the toys, they want that. So you bring the attention, bring her or bring his attention to another activities. Yes, exactly. And then why not we buy ice cream first? Why not we over there have another playground? It is very nice or something like that. So you have to be taught. It is tired. Yes, I understand. It's tired to as a mother. You or as a father, you need to talk. But it is work later, beloved sister, because if you it is easy actually to school our children or to beat our children when but the impact later, the impact or to develop the brains later when they grow up, so that the thinking if something is the anger and need the reaction which is big or scold. So when he or she grow up, when they look with children or with the friends is a cry or demanding or scream or something like that, they will scream and also beat. So the impact, it is negative for the young age. As I already mentioned, it is very hard and it is tired for us, but it is work later when they grow up. So is from beginning we need to develop in their brain to not to be anger or not to be emotional. It is not make them to be rude in the future. So we attract him or attract her to different activities, or maybe make him or make her is to move forward to like with something which is more interesting. Because otherwise, when your children, when they are already start enter to the school, he will be influenced with the children, with other friends. So from the beginning, if you already control or putting a rule or teach with the good manners or with the correct discipline, so the influence is not too strong, not to attack, to bring him into the influence to be bad influence, inshallah. Good friends can make a great difference to the molding of character. So if when the influence with the good friends, it is can help him to study together, or maybe learn from the attitude, good attitude. But the problems if our children is influenced or in the school influence or see with an other friend which the incorrect manners. So it is easy for them to learn from the child or the something which is not correct manners. So we every time when they come back from the school, we as the mother, because the mother is very closer with the child, always asking what you study outside, what you study in the school, and who your friends, something like that. We should asking and what is your friend name, something like that. Every time we need to ask our children with whom their friend or with who they learns, because we are worried bad influence will be learn from the somebody or from the wrong friends. The next slides. A child to be successful, the child who is disciplined has a much better chance of succeeding than the child who is not. He can achieve better at school, be more mature and intelligent, and get accustomed to good habits, feel loved and secure. Lack of discipline at home is often interpreted as lack of attention from the parent. This could be due to lack of the love or lack of the time. Both of these are harmful for the child. Discipline, however, hateful, is a sign of concern and love from the parent. It brings with it a security and sense of belonging. The influence of friend is greatly emphasized in Islam. The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the conduct of everyone will be according to the belief and principle of his friend. Indeed, if our child is lack of this discipline from the home, it will be better chance for them to grow with someone of the person with the lack of the attitude. So when we discipline our child from a young age with the correct manners, with the correct rule, it is lead them guiding them to be successful children when they grow, inshallah. And then discipline, it is we already talked about. So doesn't mean discipline we control our children, or doesn't mean discipline we are become dictator, but we want to show our love or attention as the parent. So mommy, Umi or sister, please tell your children, doesn't mean I give you a discipline or I need to you follow discipline or the rule. It is control, but it is the way you love them to become later when you grow big to become a good person. So you need to explain that to me. The language, the tongue, we need to be looking for the good and the great words, inshallah. Unfortunately, our lesson will be end until this. So I finish for our lesson today. Inshallah, we will meet again next Monday, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I pray to Allah guide you all, sister, and give barakah for your times, and accept all our prayer and our ibadah fasting, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The end of our lesson.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Jazakallah khairan kaseera, Ustazah.
Jazakallah khairan, sister.